Hi, I'm Jono, and if you're new here, I do pencil drawings. I also did a bunch of other things this year, like played on TikTok. I framed one of my artworks, and as I was hanging it up, it just fell off the wall and shattered. I climbed a mountain. I got COVID, moved studio twice, shipped off some original works, painted my toenails, got vaccinated, started a podcast, got a printing press, built a computer, and I also somehow drew a lot. I ate way too many bagels. I made a bit of bad art, which I'm not sure if I'm even going to show you, but I got inspired by a lot of new things and started an incredible Patreon community. Also caught a fish, managed to go a little bit viral, got to 300,000 subscribers on all of my platforms. And last but not least, I have built and surrounded myself with an incredible team without whom I could not have done this. So let me give a quick shout out to this video sponsor, Squarespace. I've been working with them for quite a couple of years now, and they've played a huge role in sponsoring this channel and helping me maintain these videos. But more importantly, they played a crucial role early on in my career when I was just starting out. When I recommend Squarespace to other artists and creatives, I'm talking from my own experience. It's so important as an artist or creative starting out to have a foundation, to have a website to show your work and to make it easy for clients to get in touch with you. And I felt that Squarespace just did that effortlessly. I never had to patch or upgrade anything. I could register a domain with them or set up an online store, and most importantly, I could design a portfolio and show my work the way that I wanted to. Also, every time I got stuck, their amazing support team helped me out. So if you're looking at building a website, give Squarespace a try, and if you decide that you love them, use this offer code and get 10% off your first purchase. It's been a really big year. There's been a lot of exciting growth happening in the studio this year, and I was thinking back on 2020 from the frustrating space of having to adjust to a global pandemic and not being able to study overseas that resulted in me only finishing one artwork in 2020. And so needing to pivot my expectations and shift my goals for the new year ahead. I managed to complete a total of 7 drawings in 2021, which is insane for me, and expanded our productivity in some really exciting and positive ways. I started off the year with Bacana, which took really long, but I got to dive into some pretty cool textures with Harm and Approval, and then shifted into some wildlife compositions with August and Dusk. Experimented with frames and line work, and then completed this year's eye drawing where I got to be playful and lighthearted, which is a super important part of art making. Also, I don't know if you noticed, I've got this drawing in front of me, which I'm almost finished. I'm about halfway and I can't wait to show you. Hopefully I'll finish it before the end of the year. Okay, so a bunch of stuff happened this year and I can't remember it all, so I've just kind of pinned a little bit of it in my camera roll to remind me, and then hopefully I can just show you some of the things, and well, let's see if this works out. So I really love dogs, and I saw a bunch of dogs this year. I saw a really big one, a really fast one, a really weird one, a really cute one. There's a bunch of different ones. As I said in the beginning, I got to play with a bunch of really cool textures and did some really interesting photo shoots with like tearing fruit apart and adding that to some of my drawings. While I was trying to plan one of my drawings, it was just a long photo shoot of ink being splashed into my face. I didn't end up doing the drawing, but it ended up being the profile picture for basically all of my platforms. So that's the profile picture that I'm sure you see everywhere. Oh, I taught myself how to weld this year. Just some casual Sunday welding practice. It does the job. The chair is fixed. This thing is no longer coming off. I'm really not good at it, but I'm slowly getting better. And there was a fire which nearly took out my studio and burnt all my work, and I had to evacuate at like 4 a.m. Here's a bit of footage from that. That was super scary. So I just gotta kind of potentially say goodbye to that piece, this almost complete piece, and then like 5 other pieces in the cupboard, which really sucks. We always try to remember to celebrate the small things, so every time something good happened in the studio, we would treat ourselves to lunch or something, which was always super important. And also had a bunch of late afternoon and early morning swims in the cold ocean, which is a life changer. If you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it. Oh yeah, and then the really bad art that Anna and I were making, we set out to try and make the worst art we could possibly make. We thought it would be like a fun idea, and then maybe we'd make surprisingly good art, and it turns out we didn't make surprisingly good art at all. We just made really terrible work. I'm shy to show you, but yeah, here's some pictures of the awful art that we made. Another fun thing that I was playing around with, trying to just get some interesting shapes, was an installation system that I set up. I kind of want to tell you about it, but maybe I actually want to set it up as an installation in a show one day. But I'll just send you a clip of what we were doing, and it looks really cool and a little bit trippy, which is, yeah, quite exciting for creating interesting shapes. But here's a clip of that. Oh, and I live in Cape Town, and there's a bunch of really incredible nature around us, so mountains, ocean, all that kind of stuff. And there was a stage where there was a lot of rainfall, and so the waterfalls were incredible. And I spent a bunch of time with my crazy friend Jandre underneath some waterfalls and just climbed a bunch of mountains, which was really special. I got COVID over my birthday, which really sucks, but I'm surrounded by a bunch of really incredible friends. So they brought me little gifts and coffee and stuff in like a socially distant manner. They'd kind of like push it through the doorway or kind of just speak to me through the gate or something, which was really sweet. Just building things in the studio was super fun. Angle grinding beams together so that I could set up the top-down footage. That was pretty cool. And oh yeah, it was Sam's birthday. Sam is my friend Izza's dog, and Izza made him a really cute little cake, and this is a picture of Sam on his birthday. We hit 200K on Instagram, which was really cool, and we decided to celebrate with cake, which my team tried to throw at me, and that was kind of the plan, and then I ducked the last minute, which they didn't know about, and then it flew and hit one of my artworks. Shame, Robin felt really, really bad.
Oh, it is good. It is good.
I got vaccinated, which was great. I got vaccinated as soon as I possibly could because I really wanted to see my family. So yeah, as soon as I was fully vaccinated, managed to see my family a little bit more, which was super nice. Shipped off some original works, which was great. Caught a fish, which was also really fun, but then also felt bad about catching the fish because we didn't want to do catch and release, so I ended up cooking the fish, which was also great. Here's a picture of the cooked fish. I don't know why I'm sharing all of this. I don't know if you guys even want to see this, but anyway, here it is. I met a sheep on the beach, and a bunch of friends got together and we all watched a huge esports event. We'd like turned the studio, part of the studio, into like a massive screen with some couches and things, and that was super nice. Yeah, I'm a nerd, so. Oh yeah, I built a really cool little computer, which was a lot of fun to build. It was my first small mini ITX build, which was a lot of fun. The computer came out really cool, and it does its job. Gina is super happy. It's rendering things at lightning fast speeds, so that's cool. And then that's about it, just like a bunch of things with some videos going viral on TikTok. Finishing the eye drawing was really cool. The response from everyone has been really great. Looking back, this year was a lot of things in an exciting way, and it's been really helpful to look back on it in comparison to the space I was in 2020. The positive evidence in backing myself and being intentional in choosing to grow what I do. It's super encouraging to be able to see the benefit of all the hard work we've put into making the creative space a sustainable and healthy working environment. I've had the confidence to take some educated risks and have just loved learning from the people I'm lucky enough to have on my team. Thank you to everyone who's supported what I do this year. It means so much. I've got some exciting things planned for next year, so I'm really, really keen to take you along for the ride. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.